Hello. I'm sorry, guys. I have psycho people following me and stalking me, and it's a neighbor. So the music that you're hearing is her trying to. Anyway, y'all don't need to hear about that. Let's get to work. I didn't even know it was live already. I didn't realize I had clicked it. Hi. Hey, Daniela. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little tardy because I was taken back by at 12 o'clock on the dot. I had a crazy person doing something that was unnecessary. But these are the things that happen in life. So let me pull up my YouTube so I can see. And then we're going to just get started. So today I want to talk about domination spells. Oh, here we go. I want to talk about domination spells. There we go. Hi, Daniela. Oh, I'm so excited to see y'all today. Okay. All right. I didn't even know it was on. I had already clicked it. Microphone open and everything. Lord help me. Okay. All right, guys. Domination spells. I'm trying to see what's going on here. Okay. What are domination spells? Domination spells are when you get control of a person's mind, body, and you can control what they see, what they feel, what they hear, what they experience. You can even put things in their mind and all of that type of stuff. Most spells are some type of domination spell where you're trying to dominate, especially if you're doing a love spell or any type of revenge spell, any type of hex. Mirror spells are usually some type of domination spell. So domination spells can be used in a bunch of different ways. Now, the things that we use for domination spells are where I like to get creative because, again, with a domination spell, you're controlling a person's body, you're controlling what they see, what they may find out. You know, you want to even block the fact that they even know that you're controlling them. So when you're doing those type of spells, you might want to use something like a candle. Like with the candle domination spells, you'll get a person like this. You can get a body part like the vagina, the penis, which is a spell I'm going to be showing on Patreon, where you can hollow it out and put what you want them to do in there. Okay, so you can use different type of things. You can use voodoo dolls, where I'm going to be showing you how to prepare a voodoo doll and how to prepare paper to make your domination, to do a domination spell on live today. So that'll be fun. But you can use a lot of different things. You can be creative with your domination spells and use plants, things to that nature, so that a person won't know that you're doing that type of spell work in the home, because you can use it in representation of a plant that you may take care of or that you keep in a certain spot, you know, certain things like that. So you can use domination, you can use different tools to influence and invoke the energy of the person in order to do the domination spell on them. So those are the type of tools that you want to use. Again, you want to use candles, you can do voodoo dolls, you can make your own dolls, you can do regular name papers and just the paper alone you can use as a domination to dominate the person that's on the paper to do a certain thing. So you can use domination spells, and when I say, ay Dios mío, so many different ways. Let me see. Pretty much you can use anything to use a domination spell. You just have to be creative in what you're using and the tools that you're using to invoke the energy of the person. Because this is about using a person's life force, their energy, and putting it into the candle. Okay. That's why some women can do spells on a man and make his penis not stand up anymore unless he's with them. Like, people do those type of spells and they work because you're using that person's life force energy to invoke into the candle. Now, how do you use a person's life force energy to invoke into an object? You can do it from a bunch of different ways. Now, I would suggest, if you are beginning this process, to do it with things like hair, semen, their undergarments, any type of clothing that they wear. Their nails. You know, one day you may even can use like the dirt that they were, like, let's say a person, you're trying to do a spell and a person was standing in a specific spot, and that's all you have is the essence of that energy where they were standing up. You can go and sweep that dirt up from that energy and use that dirt in the spell. Like, that's how creative you can be in order to capture that person's essence. So it don't necessarily has to be as deep as semen and blood and nails and hair. It can be something simple. You know what I mean? As just their essence of where they were standing, gather up some of the dust and dirt that may have been picking up their essence that day when they were standing on your front porch or standing in a certain area. So you can genuinely be just creative. Just be creative with how you capture that person's, essence. Now, for a badass, you don't even need a person's essence. You can just simply say, the neighbor next door. And as long as you're thinking of and envisioning that person while you're working them, your spell is already invoking their energy. And it's just that simple. So, okay. I mean, and you have to, when you're doing domination work, and this is why my daughter asked, Mom, isn't that black magic? I said, yes, it is dark magic, because you're dominating somebody and forcing them to do something that they just may not be normally willing to do. And that's usually what we're doing in love work. If you're going to do any love work on a person, you're trying to dominate them to make them, force their will or force your will upon them is really what you're doing. So, and it happens. It does get down to that sometimes. So I'm just showing y'all the different ways. Now, the type of spells, again, love spells, revenge spells, hex spells, sexual spells. That's what I'm doing here. You can dominate a man, force him to do certain things, make sure that his penis only works with you. You can make sure that he's only faithful to you, or the same thing, but you know what I'm trying to say. It only stands up for you. You know what I mean? If somebody has put a hex on him, you can remove it with a domination spell and like trying to cleanse it and all of that good type of stuff. So you can do that. Mirror spells. When you're doing mirror work, you're dominating a person. You're forcing them to do something that you want them to do. That's why you have them forced in between the mirrors, to then force them to look at things a certain way or conduct themselves a certain way. Okay. So what I wanted to do on here today was show you guys the beginnings of a domination spell. Let's say you're trying to get a person to do something specific, which is the whole purpose of domination spells. You want to start off with a name paper. It don't always have to be a doll, which I do have some voodoo dolls, but I don't want to bring them on camera because they're in use. And I had bought some small ones, but I can't find them. They're up there somewhere. I know I have them because they're tiny little ones. I just don't know where I put them. Anyway, because I don't really use them. I normally will just make my own from scratch. If I'm going to put in that type of effort to work on a person, I'm gonna make you from scratch myself. So I don't necessarily use objects that I really buy out. But I did see some cute little ones one day, and I bought those, and I thought they were just so cute, so cute. Hello, sunflower goddess. Hello. So today I want to show y'all how to make a proper name paper so that you can use this in your domination work. Okay. Because again, this is the best way. Now, when you're making your name paper, just get a brown paper bag. It can be from anyone. This one came from Publix. Okay. And as you can see, I've already started using it. And what I would do is I would rip it not on the folded edges. Okay. But I would just tear it straight down. You don't want to use the folded edges, but you can just tear it. You don't want to write on those folded edges is what I'm trying to say. So I'm just going to take me a nice little piece out here. All right. So get yourself a nice piece like this, okay? And we are going to start our name paper off. Let's say the person's name is John Doe. As you're tearing the paper, you want to be saying their name, John Doe. And you want to say their birthday if you know their birthday, John Doe. Try to get it all the way down. You want to do this 9 times. I go around the paper literally 9 times. And it depends on what I'm doing with this person. If I'm trying to attract a person, bring a person towards me, I'm loving on them, then I'm going to tear the paper towards me. If I'm trying to take them away from me, I'm tearing it away from me. I want John Doe to go away. So I'm tearing John Doe away. Okay. And I'm going around. That was 5. And you can make the tear smaller. I'm just kind of speeding. If I was by myself, I'll be taking my time and probably singing a song while I'm tearing the paper and going in. But that's how I do my magic. I'm very much in it. I'm usually in some type of trance and something is telling me to do this spell. Okay. All right. And 9. Okay. This is what you want. On your name paper, you want to get a black permanent marker. There you go. And with the black permanent marker, you want to write the person's name and birthday 9 times. In your mind's eye, you need to be thinking about this person. You need to be invoking their energy from your mind onto the pen, onto the paper. Okay. And please, guys, use brown paper bag or parchment paper for this. You can make a name paper with regular white paper, but if we're going to use this for what I want to use it for later on, because when I'm doing it on brown paper bag, that means I'm taking it further than just it being a name paper going under the spell. I'm going to turn it into a doll or do it into something else. So if you're going to use this as a doll, use brown paper bag or use this as parchment paper. Okay. Now for this person, I'm getting rid of them. So of course I'm going to turn it 1/4 of the way counterclockwise, and we're going to write their name 9 times again. With their birthday. Okay. Then I turn it again for the 3rd time and I write their name 9 times again. Once I do that, Whatever it is I want them to do, I start writing it in cursive, going around the outside of their name. Okay. So let's say I want this person to move far away. Then I'll start write move far away, move across town, move out of state, whatever it is I want them to do. And you want to be specific. Even let's say you want this person to do something for you. Let's say you want money from this. It's a man, you want money from him. You say that on here. I want him to spend this amount, give me this amount every month, buy me flowers every week or every other week. And I want him to take me out to dinner once a week. And you want to write that in cursive around the whole petition and write exactly what you want, however many times you want to write, whatever it is you want from them. You want to put it in plain old English, but in cursive. If you don't know how to write in cursive, you need to learn to do a name paper. Okay. That's important. I would think that on most of your petitions, for them to really, I wouldn't say you have to write it, because sometimes you can write them in all the time. You can write them in regular writing, I guess, and it will go through fine. But the better spells, if you want to really enhance your spells and take them to the next level, is best to write them in cursive. If you're doing a name paper, this outer edge definitely needs to be in cursive. Okay. Anyway, and you want it all connecting, going around the name. Once you do the name paper, then you want to pray over the name paper. Okay. You want to do your Father, Son, Holy Spirit, and yourself. You bless and anoint this name paper to invoke the spirit of, and you say the person's name, you say their birthday, you pray over this name paper, invoking their spirit. Okay. Forcing their spirit, and you speak exactly. I want them to do exactly as I say. I want them to, and you want to speak whatever it is on your petition. You want to really meditate on this. Make sure you have a candle lit while you're doing this. From the beginning of the name paper, you need to have a candle lit next to you so that you can be invoked in that, all of that spirit into it. Okay. That is very important. Now you can take this name paper, and let's say you're doing a candle working. Bring this up a little bit. A candle domination spell. You can get the candle, poke in whatever it is, or do whatever it is you're going to do with the candle that you are, dress the candle, do whatever you're going to do. Put the candle on top of the name paper and burn this baby. Okay. And this can be also for any object that you're doing the spell on. Okay. Or you can take this name paper and turn it into, which is what I prefer to do most of the time, is, well, I wouldn't say most of the time, whenever I feel up to it, is turn it into something. And it can be anything. It can be, I can turn it into a doll. I may just fold it up and turn it into a little packet and put it in something. I've done that before. Bury it. It can be anything. It doesn't have to necessarily be a doll, but put whatever it is you want. This is when you'll take the herbs or the oils and all of that good stuff, and you'll wrap it up, bind it. That's what the name paper is for. Okay. Do y'all have any questions about domination work? I know y'all like, Lord have mercy, she's gone to the dark side. No, I'm not. I really, honestly, if I have to do any work, it's because you have crossed the line, and I'm not necessarily gunning after anybody. I don't like certain people, and I think they know it, because I'll let them know. Like when I first came on live and I'm sitting here not knowing my mic is up and I'm ranting about Psycho Betty next door that I know follows So I'm thinking, you know, my mind is saying she blasting music outside her home because she knew I was going live at noon because she follows me. Meanwhile, I don't even follow her on none of hers because I don't have time. So I don't waste time like that. But anyway, it was annoying. It was frustrating. But anyway, I made it through. I got through it. I know y'all like, I don't want to hear this shit. Anyway. Oh, thank you so much, Daniela. I don't think so either. I feel like I'm a very happy person. I just want to show y'all because when I tell you, this is the type of stuff when y'all are in spiritual warfare and y'all wondering what is somebody doing. This is the type of the shit that they be doing. This is what they do. And you be sitting there like, what is going on? It's because they done did stuff to the doll so that you can't see who's doing it to them and all that other type of stuff. Then you have to dig to get out of it. It's crazy. So you need to know how to protect yourself from this type of stuff. And how can you protect yourself from domination spells? Keep protections on, do protection spells on yourself all the time. Keep a cloak of protection on yourself, especially in this type of work. Because people are always trying and gunning for you. They're always gunning for you. Other witches might get mad because I'm showing stuff. You know what I mean? They don't like that because this is how some people make their money. But my thing is, what's the point of knowing it? And then for me, because I didn't ask to do this, like I didn't come to God and say, God, I want to be, you know, it was more like, this is what you're here to do. So for me, I want y'all to have the knowledge because it's important. Like if you feel like there's something holding you back, take a spiritual bath. It can literally be that simple. Boom. And it don't have to be a whole bunch unless you know that it's something really blocking you, that you know, some subconscious stuff. You're going through the whole spiritual awakening. That's when you need all that. But no, not in the beginning. Oh, Daniela, I'm happy to see you. I know you need this stuff. Oh, let me click the. Thank you, Daniela. Thank you. We need this stuff, Tesh, and I know someone may abuse it someday. Yes, that's the fear, but that's their karma, not yours. Because if they didn't find it here, they would have found it somewhere else. They would have. They would have. You know, to be honest with you, when we get on Patreon later on, I'm going to show y'all how to take a real name paper and turn it into a doll so that y'all can get money from somebody. So, but that's like sugar daddy spells and things like that. Little fun. To me, those are fun spells when you're just trying to make sure they buy you flowers and do this and do that. That's fun stuff, not hurting people. I get the black doll for protection. This is when I'm doing protection work on a person. I don't get into people's karma, but I do like to do protection work. If spirit tells me to do it, I keep some dolls like this for y'all in case I need to. Oh, I love y'all. I really, really do. Thank you, Daniela. Anyway, do y'all have any questions about domination work? I really want y'all to. I don't think that y'all will really need to do this unless y'all are trying to get something from someone. And that's like, you know, a little money or a little. Because most of the time when I see people doing domination work, it's on a man. Because he done did some shit and it's like, oh no. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't. The main thing is, I really don't want people doing stuff to harm others unnecessarily. I don't like stuff like that. I don't even really like retaliation work. I really don't. I don't care for retaliation work. You have to really be digging in deep trying to hurt me for me to be wanting to do something. Because again, if you're happy, and y'all are right. Somebody told me to make some shirts saying happy hoes ain't hating and hating hoes ain't happy. I'm going to make those shirts. I'm going to go into that because it's so true. They are not, if they not happy, baby, they just not happy. You see what I'm saying? And when you're happy, you can't, it's like when you're sitting in a happy place and somebody is coming and trying to hurt you, then you have to go into wrestling in the pig pen with them. You don't be feeling like that, especially if you got your nails done and your hair done. You're like, I don't have time. I'm too cute. That's how you feel. Like, no. But here we are. You know, here we are. Let me see. Did you end up doing the Scorpio? You know what? I did not do the scorpion oil yet. I've been doing stuff like banishing oil and domination oil. I did which is, yeah, I have a domination oil on there. I have a lot of new things like apple spells and cocoa and molasses and money stuff like that. So I tend to go with the moon phases. So now I'm in the money and trying to get into that type of stuff. That's why I'm showing y'all the domination spell so I can show y'all how to do a sugar daddy spell on Patreon, making a doll for him so that he can give up the money, buy me a house. I know it sounds terrible, like it, Lord, but no, I'm gonna show y'all how to do that. It's okay to do sugar daddy spells, especially when you know you like a certain lifestyle. It's okay. It's okay. Let me not, guys. But yeah, no, I haven't done a scorpion oil, but I have done domination, banishing. I've done some cut and clear oil. Who else? I did a Duasase oil as well, which is like kind of the same, but a little different. Because my domination one is it can be a little, that's like for court cases and stuff like that, where I'm just coming in, just gripping your ass like, okay. Anyway, I don't want y'all to be like, Lord. And also, the sugar daddy spell can work on sugar mamas too. I don't want to leave the men out. So if you got a sugar mama and you want to make sure you get solidified, you know what I mean? You can make yourself a little something, something. People, believe it or not, when you be seeing people doing crazy stuff, this is what somebody has went and gone and had done on them. So you need to pay attention, okay? And again, you don't need a personal item from them, but it's better. All right, my loves. I think I've covered everything I wanted to cover. I want to say, be careful with these domination spells. You don't want to hurt yourself. Ooh, a follow me boy oil. I do have oh Lord, it's like a sexual one. Yeah. I have it's not a follow me boy oil. I can show you a follow me boy oil. It's more like, I don't even want to say the words. I'm trying to not be banished from the, not children's section, but Lord, they be putting so much restrictions on us because what we do. I'm trying not to get a little restriction. I can show y'all how to make a follow me boy oil because that's fun. And we're going to do a domination spell on a man on Patreon. Not today. This is going to be a video because I'm preparing the hole in the bottom. And I want to show them that you can do this with a woman or a man. Okay. So we have all of that going. Other than that, boo-boos, I think that's all I really wanted to say. I'm sorry about the beginning of the video, and I'm not going to edit it out. It is what it is. I be getting annoyed, and people be trying me, and I'm sorry. And I'm sorry. All right, I'm gone. I love y'all. I'll see y'all a little bit on Patreon so we can do the domination spell, the domination doll. All right. Bye, babies.